Finally, the game that a lot of people have fond memories about. Where's the fire types? This person wants an Arceus for his level 3 Bidoof. What the fuck? I'm gonna put Dark Void on every Pokemon. My friend won't know what hit him. Hey man, I just named your rival Clint because it sounds like Clit. Is that okay? I'm just kidding, don't worry. It's still one of the best games, but the best games still have their faults. But with potential Gen 4 remakes on the horizon, I thought it would be a great idea to go over the best Pokemon to join you on your journey through Sinnoh. You should know the drill by now. Each Pokemon is rated on a scale of 3 to -3 as we compare them in every major battle, from the Sinnoh League, Berry, and Team Galactic. All of the info together will lead us to the best individual Pokemon in Sinnoh. You ready? Because we're about to enter a new dimension and find out the top 10 Pokemon for your Sinnoh team. With only 2 fire types in the game, it's not that big of a surprise to see one of them make it. It's a 50-50 shot. Let's see if you can guess which one it is. Rapidash or Infernape? It's a flip of the coin, and... okay, you got me. None are insanely good, but Rapidash just did enough to narrowly land on the list. Luckily for you, if you passed on Chimchar and really want or need a fire type, Ponyta is available for you to find on Route 206, just after you get off a cycling road. And then after you catch it, you have a long road ahead of you before you can evolve it, until level 40 in fact. But it can still help out during the games. It can burn out Byron's steel types, Candace's ice types, and Aaron's bug types. It mostly goes even with the rest bar for Crasher Wake, Bertha, and Cynthia's Gastrodon, Milotic, and Garchomp. It's true that the fire types are a bit lacking, but this goes to show you, you don't necessarily need Infernape to have a fire type to do some work in this region. Say hello to the mascot of my draft format league team, Raptor. Hello. Hey, get out of here, small webcam guy. But yeah, I'm surprised as well to see the early route bird Pokemon land on this list, but every region always seems to have a common weakness. But anyways, Starly can be found literally on the first route, and is a great asset as you travel through Sinnoh. Seriously, just look at this list of advantages it has. It winds up with strong matchups against Gardenia, Maylene, Aaron, Cynthia's Roserade, and quite a bit of Barry's team, being the battles against his Roserade, Heracross, and if you started with Piplup, his Torterra. However, be careful against Rourke and Volkner, as Staraptor will easily be rocked and shocked to death. It also has issues against Byron and Candace, but with access to close combat, it isn't nearly as bad. It's not the greatest since close combat isn't a stab attack, but it will surely help in a pinch. I'm sorry, Diamond players, but you'll have to sit this one out, as the 8th best Pokemon is Pearl exclusive. But don't worry, you've got something up your sleeve, I promise you that. So if you are playing Pearl, you can either catch Misdreavus in Eterna Forest or the Lost Tower, but make sure to have a Duskstone in hand somewhere in the game, otherwise this catch doesn't make a lick of sense. What? Mismagius is pretty much used for the immunities, as a lot of the important trainers run Earthquake for some reason. It deals with Fantina and Lucian, while it avoids Bertha's ground types, but be wary of her Sudowoodo and Hippowdon's dark type attacks. Fantina is also a double-edged sword, as she can strike back, and you can't really touch Byron too much due to resistances, but it's the immunities that truly pull Mismagius into the light. One reason you may want to roll with Rapidash instead of Infernape is that you can get a better fighting type in Medicham around the same time near Eterna City. They make a great pair, as neither of them evolve until the late 30s, about the same time I'll finally learn to better myself. More so, the issues with Infernape are covered by Medicham's Psychic type, as it makes a few more attacks neutral against it. While it does open up the weakness to Fantina, that's really its only weakness. Its Psychic type wrecks Maylene and Team Galactic in the mind, while its Fighting type decks Byron and Candace in the face! If it wasn't for the Psychic type, Medicham would be nothing. Just look at Machamp! Oh wait, I can't! He's not even on this list! We're still on the topic of Psychic types, as this next one... Geez, what is it with Eterna City harboring a lot of the best Pokemon nearby? Yeah, on Route 206, again, you can find Bronzor. You can stone 2 birds at once by catching it with Ponyta. The plus is that the same things apply for Bronzong as it did for Medicham, other than the advantage against Byron. Maylene, Candace, and Team Galactic struggle against it. However, its 2 weaknesses will never be a combined problem as you only have to deal with one of them depending on your ability. Keep track of that as it's make or break in those battles. If your Bronzong has Heat Proof, it's not as big as a deal against Flint as it would be, but if it has Levitate instead, Bertha won't be a problem for you. I mean, I still don't recommend using them against those 2 regardless. That's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. Hey! You guys better be ready! Now we're really getting into this list.
Mine.
The top 5 begins here now, and I wonder who it could be. Can you stupid seagull shut up? Oh, now I know why. They're claiming the number 5 spot. Yep, Pelipper's good in Sinnoh too. Turns out having an immunity is a great thing in these games. And with the water flying type, it covers quite a lot of the common typings. But if you expect great things from Pelipper during the gym battles, you've got another thing coming. In any of the gym battles, Pelipper doesn't really have a strong advantage. All of its advantages sit back before it is obtainable right after obtaining Surf and Celestic Town. Volkner turns Pelly into fried chicken yet again, but against Barry, well, it has Barry's number. The Elite Four is where it's at, as great matchups against Aaron, Bertha, and Flint lead the way through the first half of the Pokemon League. Whatever happens after that is up to fate. Back-to-back water types, huh? Well, Gyarados, welcome back to the list. How's your leg? Is it any better? Nice! What can you offer here this time? Well, an early catch in the route east of Jubilife City with an Old Rod, a quick level 15 evolution, and new moves every 3 levels? Hell yeah, you're on the list, especially with great Pokemon League matchups of Bertha, Flint, and resistances against half of Cynthia's team. Barry also has a hard time as his Ponyta and Heracross have issues, and as long as you didn't pick Infernape, his starter should falter as well. It's not all guns and roses here, as Volkner and the Electric type once again rears its ugly head. Oh, no, wait, Gyarados, watch out! No, damn, they got you again! Do the world a favor, guys. Please leave your Gyarados on the bench against electric Pokemon. I'm tired of having to pay for free Pokemon healthcare. And next up, we have Sableye, the Dark Ghost Pokemon, with no weakness because Fairy types didn't exist. Hey! What?
Wrong Pokemon!
It's not Sableye?
No.
Then who is it?
Spiritomb.
Well, excuse the f*** out of me for not having 32 friends who own a copy of Diamond and Pearl. Yep, the Pokemon I doubt many people got legitimately is number 4. If you manage to have 32 other friends to talk to in the underground, then you could catch him in Route 209 near the Lost Tower. But I doubt you did that now, did you? You used a Game Shark, didn't you? Action Replay is what the cool kids used. But you didn't need to use Game Genie to get a few advantages here. Great matchups followed Spiritomb against Maylene, Lucian, and Barry's team, mostly due to resistances, the same reason why I suggested Sableye was good in Hoenn. The only issue Spiritomb had, and I use the word issue lightly, the issue it has is against Byron, but that's because the Ghost and Dark types still got resisted by the Steel type. But yeah, it's just another one of those defensive Pokemon that would be great for your team, but if it's just for your team, the 32 friends is not worth the trouble. Noticing a pattern here yet? Just like how Kanto was flooding with water and psychic types, or Hoenn was full of water and electric types. Well, we have 2 new types shining this time. I'll leave those 2 to your imagination, as I've got some explaining to do. If you played your copy of Diamond or Pearl 2 days ago, you had the chance to catch the second best Pokemon in all of Sinnoh, Drifloon. It's more immunities, and it's less problems, as Drifloon's advantages didn't really fit in the column on my Excel sheet. After catching it on Fridays at the Valley Windworks, it'll immediately be useful against the next 3 gyms, Gardenia, Maylene, Fantina. But Fantina can bite back, so be careful. Both Team Galactic and Barry are not a problem, as a combination of Ghost and Flying is pretty broken in these games, especially when on top of everything here, 60% of the league is dealt with by Drifblim, as Aaron, Lucian, and Cynthia all tend to struggle against it. Before we find out the best of Sinnoh, let's go over some honorable mention. Noctowl. How in the world did you get here? I guess because the flying type is that good in Sinnoh, but Staraptor and other flying types are just that much better. Luxray. It's a great early catch and does well in the beginning, but as the mid-game approaches, it starts to fall out of favor. Gengar. Solid Pokemon. Does even better with the physical special split. Unfortunately, it's the poison type that had it slide back out of the top 10. The Elite Four takes another victim. Empoleon. The best starting Pokemon you can pick is in fact the water type, but it's not the best water type. It tells you how much can go against you even with the starters. Palkia. Congrats, Pearl. You have the better legendary to use during the story. Although you only have it from the 8th gym onward, but who's counting? Oh. Right. I am. Dustox. The worst Pokemon you can pick, as it's outclassed in a lot of the main battles in the game. Team Galactic, Pokemon League, etc, etc, etc. So if you want to play hard mode, just solo run with a Dustox. But now we can finally find out who you should be picking when you play Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Remember what I told you earlier in the video? I'm sorry, Diamond players, but you'll have to sit this one out, as the 8th best Pokemon is Pearl exclusive. But don't worry, you've got something up your sleeve, I promise you that. Well, congrats, because if you're playing Pokemon Diamond, you have access to the best Pokemon in all of Sinnoh, Honchkrow. I wasn't kidding when I said the flying type was king of Sinnoh, and this legitimizes that. On top of that, you have the dark type, which is also a pretty great type combining with the flying type to create the best type tandem in Sinnoh. It's found in the same spots as Mischievous is in Pearl, Eterna Forest, and the Lost Tower, but it excels far more. Gardenia, Maylene, Fantina. They are the first 3 gym leaders it faces, and it wipes the floor with them, proving that Honchkrow is a kingpin to the game just after you find it. It does actually struggle a bit near the end versus Byron's Steel types, Candace's Ice types, and Volkner's Electric types, but its uses are against Barry and Team Galactic. Its only use is against Saturn, but being able to take down well over half of Barry's team is vital. And even when you get to the endgame, unlike Luxray, Honchkrow will go right back to where it left off. Aaron and Lucian aren't problems at all while it's immune to Birth as ground types, but be wary of Wishcash and Hippowdon, both who have access to rock type moves. And in the final battle against Cynthia, it's not even a contest. It counters her team defensively and offensively, rounding out the best Pokemon in Sinnoh. Whew, that took a while. And while we may be done with Sinnoh now, it's not the end of it. With many new additions to the Pokédex and important battles in Pokemon Platinum, we need to recheck everything to see if anything changes. Then after that, who knows? But as for this video, its time is up, but we still have the space to sign off here. So to see more from this series or anything else, be sure to hit the subscribe button to join the squad today. With that, I want to thank you for watching. I'm going to catch you back at the top later on, because that is how we do what.